My name is Kathy Alkane. I'm Senior Manager of Programs and Interpretation at Maymont. Welcome to Maymont Mansion. I will be discussing the library. If you look around the room, you'll notice different styles, different time periods represented, different cultures, and they're all part of this artistic interior. So if you look at the mantle, you'll notice a colonial style mantle. You can see the bookshelves that surround the entire room containing over 1,000 books that were owned by Mr. Dooley. And the bookshelves themselves have a colonial element to it in the glass panes. The room is very masculine in design, very dark. You'll notice the mahogany woodworking in the entirety of the room, including the Venetian blinds. And the Venetian blinds are original to the room. The room is anchored by a Louis XV style desk, and this is where Mr. Dooley is going to be conducting his business or his entertaining. The room is decorated with a variety of styles and cultures and artworks that were attractive to Mr. Dooley. In a lot of cases, the pieces are going to be sparking conversation. So if Mr. Dooley has traveled to Europe, for example, and we know they traveled to Europe in 1910 and 1912, he might collect things along the way to bring back to his library. And by putting them in his library, he's encouraging others to engage in conversation about them, about the particular pieces. This Italian Renaissance Revival lion chair, we believe the Dooleys may have purchased it in a trip to Italy around 1910 or perhaps 1912, when we know that they went to Europe. You might notice the St. Mark's lion, and St. Mark's is the symbol of Venice, and the chair itself almost looks like a gondola. Let's take a look at some of the books in the Dooley's collection. There's over 1,000 books in the collection, and they all belong to Mr. and Mrs. Dooley. One book in particular that we have found is Mr. Dooley's Latin dictionary when he was a student at Georgetown. He was an aspiring millionaire at the time. And we found in the dictionary an inscription that he wrote, and it says, "When I have made $5,178,360, I will stop making money." It's a good thing he didn't stop, because now we have Maymont. Although Mr. Dooley is collecting pieces that are more historic, he's also collecting contemporary pieces, contemporary to him. In particular, there's this inkwell that is Art Nouveau in style, and it was created by a metal artist named Corchon. In the piece, you can see little children sitting atop a lily pad, and there's a little frog in the forefront. Mr. Dooley is also collecting Louis Comfort Tiffany pieces. He already has a Louis Comfort Tiffany stained glass window in his house, but in 1908, he's collected this Jack in the Pulpit vase. Louis Comfort Tiffany was a painter, a glass artist, an interior designer, among other things. His father, Charles Louis Tiffany, was the owner of Tiffany and Company, and Louis Comfort Tiffany, the glass artist, showed his work in his father's company. In this work, the Jack in the Pulpit piece, Tiffany has looked at actual nature and has recreated nature. There's no reference to any historicism. There's no reference to any story or myth, for example. He's only depicting what is in nature in front of him. So he's taken this little woodland plant and exaggerated it. So it's a lot larger than the plant would have been, and he's even expanded the mouth of the plant itself. And he's creating this favrile glass, which is an iridescent glass that he had developed. That concludes our look at the library of Maymont Mansion. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon.